Hello everybody, welcome to Cooking with Sma, and my name is Sma. I am back with yet another video, and I have a fix for you guys with a sweet tooth. And today we are making donuts. So I'm just going to quickly run through the ingredients that we're going to need for this recipe. And in here I have about 2 cups of flour. I've sifted the flour already, and some salt. I have sugar, a packet of instant yeast. I have melted butter, an egg, some milk, and vegetable oil. Now the full list of ingredients and measurement will be in the description, so check that out, and let's just jump straight into it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to let's move this a bit, get the milk, let's crack my egg. I like cracking my eggs separately, so that's good, and I'm going to put it in there, give it a little whisk just to break the yolk. And I'm going to add the yeast to the flour and the sugar. So I'm just mixing all the dry ingredients together. Just quickly get the spatula, mix it up. I'm going to make a well and pour in the egg and milk mixture, and the butter goes in as well. And mix it all up. So guys, this is a very tacky dough, so don't be surprised and don't be tempted to add any more flour. Okay, I'm going to go in with my hands. Right, so this is where the vegetable oil comes in. As I said, the dough is very tacky, so you're just going to put a bit of oil on your surface, on your work surface, just to help you with the stickiness of the dough. Put a little bit on your hands, and we are going to start kneading. Now I'm going to knead this for about 10 minutes.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Kneading this for 10 minutes now, and it's ready to proof. What you're actually looking for is a soft, elastic dough. So this is exactly what you are looking for. And I have a clean bowl. I'm going to put in a little oil. just to prevent the dough from sticking to the bowl when it rises. And I'm also going to rub a bit on the dough itself. I'm going to cover this with cling wrap. And I am going to let it proof for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Honestly, we just need it to double in size, and once it's doubled we'll be back. So I'm just going to proof this in my warmer drawer, in the oven warmer drawer. You can put it in the sun, cover it with a damp dish towel, and it'll still be okay. So the dough has been proving for about an hour and a half now, and it has doubled in size. So now I'm just going to start rolling it, and I'm going to sprinkle a bit of flour on my surface. Right, so I'm just going to start rolling it. I don't want it to be too flat or too thick. So I'm just going to keep turning it. I think that's just about right. So to cut the donuts, I'm going to use this big cookie cutter. This is the biggest size that I have. And I have just a tip of piping bag, and I'm going to use that to cut the smaller round. Okay, so I'm done cutting the donuts. I'm just now going to let them rise again, just proof them for about 20 to 25 more minutes before we start frying. And I've also rolled out the scraps of the dough and got some rounds, which I'm also going to fry. Now I re-rolled the dough, and I got about 14 donuts out of that. So I'm just going to let them rest again, as I said, for about 20-25 minutes, and I'll be back to fry. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for the donuts to proof, I am quickly going to show you guys how I prepare my glaze. And in here already I have a little less than a half cup of milk and about a third of a cup of butter, and I've already sifted my icing sugar, and I'm just going to pour it in there, just bit by bit, to kind of establish the consistency that I want. If you want a thinner glaze, put less icing sugar. If you want a thicker glaze, put more icing sugar. So for me, this is the consistency that I want. I don't want it to be too thick, so I'm going to leave it a bit on the thinner side. And to that, I'm going to introduce about a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla essence. And whisk that in. And voila, we're going to put that to one side, and we are going to start frying. The donuts have been proving for about 20 minutes, and I already have my oil going on the stove, so it's hot enough, and I'm going to start frying. I'm just going to put in a few at a time. I know it might be tempting to put in more, but you don't want to do that because it's going to drop the oil of the temperature of the oil, sorry. So the color that you're looking for is just a golden color. You don't want them to get too dark. So I'm going to just keep flipping them so as not to overcook on either side. We're done frying the donuts, and now I'm just going to dip them in the glaze to coat them. And in this bowl I have just cinnamon sugar. It's just sugar and cinnamon, and I'm going to coat these balls in here. Okay guys, so with regards to the glaze, you have another option of making a chocolate dip. So the glaze that you've prepared, you can just add about 1 tablespoon or 2 of cocoa powder, and if you feeling fancy or you want some chocolate, you can just melt milk chocolate and just dip them straight in there. And try this recipe out guys, and I hope you enjoy. I promise you, you'll have happy people if you make this recipe. So yeah, try it out, let me know what you think, and thank you very much for watching. Keep safe, and until the next time, I'm out.